We're going to make hamburger soup. I have 6 cups of beef broth, and I cut my recipe in half because it makes a lot in this recipe. So I froze this hamburger because I had too much for nut spaghetti saucers. So I just froze the hamburger and then I thawed it out in this bowl. So this is 1.5 cups of frozen fried hamburger. I'm going to throw it in the beef broth. And I have, it says 28 ounces of tomatoes. This has 2 cups. So what I do normally when I have tomatoes that are kind of spoiling that, I chop them up, throw them in the blender slightly, a little bit, and throw them in baggies. So I usually throw them in 2 cups, throw them in a big freezer baggie, so I have a bunch of tomatoes, so I can throw them in soups or even more spaghetti sauces. So I'm going to throw that. So it's kind of neat to have leftover in the freezer and just thaw them out and just put them in a pot and you can have soup instantly. I have 2 cups of celery. So I'm going to throw in the 2 cups of celery. And 1 cup, and you can cut up your onions too when you have or if you have onions that are kind of going spoily. I just chop them up, throw them in the freezer also. And this is 1 cup from December 24th. So that was for Christmas. I have garlic, 1.5 teaspoons of fresh garlic. I love garlic. And I have tomato soup. I'm going to put on there, and you just boil this all up on the stove. Okay, and what I do with my hamburger soup is I always shred my carrots and my potatoes. So my carrots, potatoes, carrots, and I shred. So about 1 cup of shredded. So a lot of times, like if you boil your carrots or boil your potatoes, you get the nutrients in that water. So this will be right in the water, in the soup as you cook it. Or a lot of people boil potato water, save the potato water and leave it for soups and that for the next time. Like so, bag it and freeze it. Put this in the soup. So 1 cup to 1.5. Carrots the same. And we'll be putting some oregano, thyme, and some parsley also in it. So 1 teaspoon of each we'll be putting in. Or taste it, and if you want to change it, add more, or next time add less. So we have like 1 cup to 1.5 cups of shredded carrots. My family likes the shredded because they didn't, when they were kids, they didn't like the chunks. So this was a good way of hiding potatoes and carrots and celery and that. Okay. Also, when the soup is, all the vegetables and that are all done, I throw in 1.5 cups of barley. So I would boil the barley and rinse it, and then just put it in the hamburger soup just before you serve. And you can rinse it with hot water too, so it's still warm, so then when you put it in the soup. And I have some parsley, so I'll put 1 teaspoon of parsley or more in the soup. I have thyme, same amount. Put it in the soup. And some oregano. Sometimes I throw in bay leaves, if I have bay leaves. So I will show you here what it looks like. You can actually add more water. It's almost like hamburger stew, but we like it. It's nice on a cold day.